I'm interghost, and today I'm reviewing Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of Lounge Lizards on the PC. This is the first one in the series, as in 1987. That was followed by Larry Goes Looking for Love in Several Wrong Places, 1988. Then Passionate Patty in Pursuit of Pulsating Pectroids in 1989. Passionate Patty Does a Little Undercover Work in 1991. Shape Up or Slip Out in 1993. Love for Sale in 1996. Magna Cum Laude in 2004, and finally Box Office Bust, which has just been released in 2009. There's also a couple of others which were released. There was the Laffer Utilities in 1992, and Larry's Casino in 1998. There's also a game which was released on mobile phones, Bikini Beach Volleyball. So, like I said, the first game was released in 1987, but the version I'm showing you here now is the remake, which was released in 1991. It's exactly the same game, but they've just done up the graphics, and instead of typing in commands, you actually point and click. So, Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of Lounge Lizards was the first in the series of Larry games, and it's the first complete graphical adventure, and it was in 16-bit EGA colour graphics when it first was released. The remake was made in this VGA, 256 colours, and it used AGI engine, which is the adventure game engine. No, the adventure game interpreter, sorry. This is the same engine which was used to make the King Quest games. So this game was made by Sierra Online, and was written by a guy called Al Lowe. He was the one who wrote the first 7 Larry games before Magna Cum Laude came out on PlayStation 2 and on the Xbox in 2004, where he didn't have any involvement in the last 2 games, and this plainly shows, as the first games were much better than the new ones which are out on the next generation consoles. As you can see, it's a typical Sierra point and click adventure, and you're playing that guy there, Larry. So the game is placed in a city called Lost Wages, which is meant to be a spoof of Las Vegas, and it follows a middle-aged virgin named Larry Laffer, who's a guy in his 40s who wears this white lounge lizard leisure suit. And the idea of the game is you have to lose your virginity before the clock hits midnight. As you can see, there's several different screens in the game. There are 5 main areas in the game. Lefty's Bar, which we're in at the moment. There's the Hotel Casino, where you can raise money, which you need in the game, because the only way to get from place to place is by taxi. And also there is the 24-hour wedding chapel, the disco, and the convenience store. So the game's not that big, but it's a very fun game. And like I said, you have to travel from place to place by taxi. In this game, you also have a 2-hour real-time time limit to complete the game in. where if you didn't complete it in this time, Larry would commit suicide. But there is a way around this. So here I've just put in a comparison of the original from 1987 compared to the VGA version. Now here's the way to get around the time limit. Upstairs in Lefty's bar is this prostitute. If you were to sleep with her, you have to make sure you use the condom, otherwise you would catch a disease and die. But if you didn't, then technically he's lost his virginity, so the countdown of the 2 hours would stop. However, the game would continue until you found the woman of your dreams. So there are 4 women in the game, which Larry tries to chat up. There's this lady here, the prostitute upstairs in Lefty's. There's Fawn, who's a clubber. There's Faith, who works on the reception. And there's also Eve, who is the lady you meet up in the hot tub up in the hotel room. So this game was loosely based around a game which Sierra brought out very early on called the Soft Porn Adventures. And this was a game which was released in 1981, and it was a text-based adventure only. So they took that game, which was never widely advertised, and stuck in this lovable character Larry, and re-released it. So here's the taxi cab which you use to get from place to place, and if you didn't pay your fare when you get to the other end, you would end up getting killed by the taxi driver as well. So there are quite a few places in the game where Larry can die, whereas in other text-based or point-and-click games, it wasn't common for the character to die in it. So the idea really is to collect gifts for the different women and try and chat up the different women. And Larry finds out that 3 out of the 4 won't actually sleep with him. But in the end, you chat up Eve by giving her the apple, and that ends the game. Like I said, this has a lot to do with money in the game. You have to go to a casino and earn your money, and you use the casino machines like this one. So I'll just show you a interview which was around back in the 90s with Al Lowe.
When people ask me how you make a game, I say you sit down at the computer and you stare at the screen, and then a year later you stand up.
On a girly close-up or something?
Yes.
I didn't know why I needed an Apple II, but I just knew that if I got one, I could make it pay for itself. And I suppose I have. I think, and of course my psychoanalyst has helped this a lot, that Larry is the outside life that I never had. Larry's really big with psychotics and prisoners, and no. There's no limit to the amount of embarrassment that I can put this guy through. As far as I know, I'm the oldest computer game designer in the world. A lot of the characters in Leisure Suit Larry come about because I'm a jazz musician and I play a lot of clubs. And you see all kinds. And it was real fun to base those characters on the people that I have observed working the environment.
So here's Faith, one of the other ladies in the game, and after my end credits I will show you the ending with Eve. Hope you enjoyed the review. Remember to rate, comment and subscribe.